Could Nevada now be a Republican state? Let's find out. Hello everybody, welcome back to Politics Enhanced. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And without further ado folks, today we're going to talk about the great state of Nevada, and we're specifically going to talk about how it appears that according to President Trump, there are more Republicans than Democrats registered in the state of Nevada. We're going to talk about the political consequences of this and what this means electorally moving forward. But before I begin, I kindly ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that notification bell down below so you don't miss another video. And without further ado folks, let's get started. So just recently, Donald Trump has come out and he has said that Republicans outnumber Democrats in Nevada voter registration. And this is a big deal for the Republicans. The reason why I say this is, for the longest time, as we know, Nevada was a lean Democrat state. And ever since Obama came along in 2008, it voted for the Democrats up until 2024 when Trump came along and flipped it. But now the fact that Nevada has more Republicans than Democrats signifies what direction the state is going to trend in. So we're going to take a look at this and we're going to see what that means. So Donald Trump, again, he came out and he mentioned that Republicans have now outlead the Democrats in voter registration. And I was curious myself what the actual data was. So I looked at the office of the Nevada Secretary of State, and each month they post their voter registration total tallies, if you will. And as we can see down below, the total number of registered voters is 626,000 people for the Democrats, yet it's 620,000 for the Republicans. So this means already, and this is just from November, December, we can see that it's already a very close margin between the Democrat registration and the Republican registration. But I decided to take an even closer look from the beginning of this month, this new year, January of 2025, and as we can see, that number is much closer. Democrats only outnumber Republicans by 4,000 people. Now, for reference, if you go back to 2000, the year 2000, we see each of the counties, but specifically, we see that Republicans outnumber Democrats by 2,000 voters, roughly. Not even actually, but it was very close, but the Republicans did outnumber the Democrats. And if there's anything we know about elections in Nevada, if we go back to the year 2000, we can see that Bush won it by 3.5%. So the fact that Republicans now have taken the lead back in the state of Nevada is a very good sign for the Republicans moving ahead in the future. And again, what does this mean? Well, if we look at Nevada in 2000, that voted for Bush. In the 90s, however, Nevada was a Democrat state. It voted for Clinton twice, and of course it voted for Bush by a lot, and then it voted for Reagan in the 80s, voted for Ford. So Nevada used to be somewhat of a Republican-leaning state, and then in the 1990s it started to become more of a swing state. In 1996, again, it backed Clinton twice. In 2000, it backed Bush. In 2004, notice how Bush won the popular vote nationwide, yet Nevada only voted for Bush by 2.6%. And then we know when Obama came along, he won it by 12, a landslide. He won it by almost 7 in 2012. Clinton won it by 2.4, and then Biden in 2020 won it by 2.4. And really, I think Democrats started to worry after 2020, because that's when you really saw the warning signs in the state of Nevada that potentially it could flip to the Republicans. And as we know, in 2024, we see that Nevada shifted Republican, and Donald Trump won it. He won it by 4 points. So what exactly caused this shift in voter registration? Well, for starters, a lot of people from California and Arizona, specifically conservative Californians, moved to the state of Nevada, which shifted it towards the Republicans. Again, a lot of disaffected Californians decided, screw this, we don't want to live in California, but they want to be close by to it. So they went to states like Nevada, Utah, Arizona. And if we look at the shift from 2020, we see that Reno shifted heavily Republican. Vegas shifted almost 7 points Republican. That is impressive by any measure of metric for this to happen. So the fact that you have a lot of people moving into the state of Nevada, you also have Hispanics trending Republican, which we can thank Donald Trump for. And again, if you look at South Texas, that's plenty of proof, or even Florida for that matter, and Arizona, we see that Republicans are doing much better with Hispanics nationwide. That really helps in a state like Nevada that has a sizable Hispanic population. In addition to that, I also think that Trump being more friendly towards union workers by saying no tax on tips really helped in an area like Las Vegas that has a lot of service people, so to speak, people who get their income from tips. So the fact that tips are not taxed under President Trump is a huge reason why the Republican Party is doing so great in the state of Nevada. And it used to be a Republican state, so rightly it should be. In addition to that, I also think it's because Harry Reid is no longer on the scene, and that, my friends, is the reason why Nevada has shifted so Republican. The Harry Reid coalition is gone in the state of Nevada. In terms of electoral prospects, we can look here on the map, and this is not a prediction, but rather just showcasing how much those 6 electoral votes help Republicans. So let's say Nevada is now a likely Republican state, or it's much more favorable to Republicans. Well, looking at the map, Republicans would be sitting at 225 electoral votes. Let's also assume that they take the state of North Carolina, which has voted Republican in every election since 1964, with the exception of 2008. And you already see Republicans at 241, and that's showcasing all of the Trump 2020 states. So those 6 electoral votes make it much easier to get to 270. Let's say if you take Nevada, you also take Arizona, you're at 252. You just need Pennsylvania and your president. You don't even need Georgia. You don't even need the Rust Belt in this scenario. But let's also say, hypothetically, that you don't do so good in the Sun Belt. You don't do so good in Arizona or Georgia, but you don't even need those. If you take Nevada, you just need Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. So it makes getting to 270 so much easier, because if you didn't have those 6 electoral votes, it would be slightly more difficult for the Republicans to come in and sweep the landscape. Michigan is always a toss-up, especially in the future. I'll get to that in another video. But you don't even need Pennsylvania in this scenario. Let's say Democrats do good in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, but Republicans do good in Michigan. You only need Georgia, and at that point, you're president. You're sitting at 272 electoral votes. So all in all, this is great news for the Republicans, and it really shows the efforts of the RNC and how much more competent they've become, in addition to the fact that the Harry Reid coalition is over, and Nevada may very well be new Republican territory. What was once a white whale for the Republicans might now be within much better reach. So thank you all for listening to this video, and as always, my friends, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps small channels like mine take off. And until next time, Politics Enhanced out.